For perennial heavyweights Valley, the departure of head coach Andrew Ned Kelly after last year's painful loss to Football Club in the Grand Championship brought to the close the Bonanza era. In his place, an opportunity for Hong Kong's quiet achiever, Mark Fatialofa. Fatialofa's apprenticeship began under Jack Isaac, and the apprentice has played a role in plenty of success since then. But head coach brings with it a new challenge.
I've got a very experienced group of leaders, a very good young base of players as well that are going to express themselves. For me personally, it's just an experience to watch these guys grow. I've been here 10 years and I've seen some of the guys like Paul Altero. I've coached him under 13s, now he's our starting fullback. And the boys coming from overseas, they're going to add a bit as well. So hopefully we'll get quite tasty quite early and give a true account of ourselves into the Premiership.
Valley take on the new season with a modified command structure on the pitch. Second rower Rob Lennox returns as co-captain, aided this year by dynamic scrum half Ruan Deploy.
It's actually been a real honour to be named co-captain with Rob Lennox. He's been our captain the last couple of seasons and a guy we all look up to, and I'm looking forward to the role and learning off him and working with him as well, and getting stuck into the season.
Me and Ru have been playing together for 3 years now, got a great relationship on the field, and we hope it's a complementary thing. He's got a fantastic tactical understanding of the game, he's a real student of the game, and myself a little bit more just at the coalface and the forwards there. So hopefully bring the best out of each other, the best of each of our leadership styles, and lead the boys well this year.
On the upside for Valley is the return of Grant Bouzeveld as the club's general manager. After a 2-year stint with Sandy Bay, including the miracle run to the Grand Championship that earned Sandy Bay the moniker of the Saints, Bouzeveld's homecoming brings with it links to the glorious past when Hong Kong ran purely on horsepower.
It's great to be back at the Valley, there's no doubt about that. Been around since 1996, I first joined Valley. Was the rugby convener way back in the 90s and early 2000s. So the last couple of seasons were good. In the Premiership with Sandy Bay, I had a good time with them, gained a lot of experience. And I guess coming back to Valley, replacing Nick Hewson, it's been good to have an outside eye coming in. But there's still a lot of faces and names and friends at this club, and I never really left. So it does feel right, it does feel like a homecoming, and I hope to do the best for this club, my club, Valley.
In Fatialofia's mind, Valley will need to address a couple of urgent issues as the season draws near. 1. The rising level of competition across all 6 Premiership teams, and 2. A 10-game season that leaves little room for error.
Saxo Premiership is getting tougher every year. The league teams are, arming up, bringing in new players, and the players that are in the ERP are starting to lift the levels up each year. So it's going to take a massive effort. It's going to be a good old competition, I think. We've got 10 games, so it's a win now kind of league. So we can't tippy-toe into it. We've got to go and swing the bat early.
Added to this is the pressure on a program that had dominated Premiership rugby for the past decade. But Lennox is confident that with the departure of one era of Valley rugby, a new era is poised to step in its place.
Of course, there's an expectation, a club that's been as successful as this one over the past decade. There's been a lot of change since I arrived. Presidents have moved on, head coaches, a lot of players have moved on. But there's a core group of us now that have been together for a couple of years. Hopefully we've been able to build something that we're going to carry forward this year.
That confidence can be attributed to a work ethic that has permeated throughout Valley's entire preparation period and is key to what Deploy sees as instrumental to any success Valley may have during the 2021 season.
I'd say the hunger within the boys to get stuck into the season will be definitely a massive part. A shorter season as well, so be a little bit more pressure on each game, getting the win. Getting the best of the boys, getting the best out of the boys, every game will be an important factor.
There's only 10 games in the Premiership, so everyone's important. Each one is 10% of the points available. It's going to be different, it's going to be weird because we can only take the squad plus a few extra people. There'll be no spectators. Guys are trying to get match fit, trying to get conditioned. There's going to be soft tissue injuries for sure as these clubs come tearing out at each other.
It's hard to know if mountains of additional groundwork will translate into a cohesive product. But with Kowloon first up, Valley will find out quickly whether that extra preparation time was indeed valuable in its race towards a new era.
It's been an interesting pre-season. It's obviously been disjointed. We started once, stopped, started again. But it's given us a chance for the new guys to bed in. It's given us a chance to run through some things and set about who we are as a team and who we want to be.
The boys are geared up to go, so they're excited that Kowloon are a good team. They've got nice, spicy little players on the edges. They're going to be a well-coached unit. So it's going to be an interesting ding-dong because we haven't played rugby now for close to 12 months. So expect a lot of high-energy mistakes and boys running about quite crazy just to get their shoulders in. But it's going to be a good game, and I'll be happy to see what these boys put out on that Saturday.
Thank you.